This is the Nightwolf howling at you, and today we're going to look at something kind of stupid. Okay, that might be a little bit rude, but this is the Turtles of Grayskull King Hiss figure, mutated, disguised leader of the Snakemen. We'll talk about the stupid part as we do the review itself, or at least what I think is stupid. On the side, we see King Hiss in his full mutated Snake Man King Hiss glory. On the other side, we see him disguised as a foot soldier. And of course, on the back, we do see him fighting against Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo. And it looks like they're all in some mix of the different costumes that they had, maybe. Oh no, I guess those are all the secondary costumes. We also see a bunch of the snake troopers, or the snake foot troopers. King Hiss has tried time and time again to lead the Snakemen to glory. Now that Shredder has come to him with the mutagen, King Hiss discovers that combined with their toxin, the Snakemen can become the most powerful force on Eternia. You can stack torsos to reveal mutated King Hiss, disguised as a mutated foot soldier. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles scour Eternia for Shredder, but find themselves in the middle of King Hiss's plot to make the Snakeman the most powerful force in the universe. Let's go ahead and open this sucker up, shall we? This is a heavy box, by the way. Just noting that. We do have some instructional crap here. Let's start with King Hiss here. All of his little hands are very pointy and sharp. I'm just going to say that right now. Let's take a look. I am going to say it does appear that the mouth arms are the same in both colors. The mouths do open, which is cool. I will admit I like that. Every one of these spikes, though, does hurt. He's got a double torso here. I'm going to assume that we can pop that off and swap them out. He's got a brand new head sculpt. So the head sculpt on King Hiss here is actually pretty wicked, I will admit. I think it looks cool. And definitely more dangerous than the original head that came with him. However, it still doesn't really help the figure itself. And I just also want to point out that the balance on this figure is a pain in the ass to figure out. So it's hard to get him to stand up. The jaw opens and closes on the new head. It sits really loose up here, though. Come to think of it, I wish I had the original King Hiss. I think this might actually be the original King Hiss torso right there from the first figure they did. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and take a look at this stuff articulation-wise real quick, since we got the snake form. The head is on a ball joint and can move all around. We already talked about the mouth opening and closing. The arms spin and hinge up and down a little bit. Obviously, you notice that he does hit himself in the face quite a bit with that arm when you try to spin it. There is a swivel at the, quote, wrist or the snake head. And again, those ones open and close. There's a waist swivel in the middle. Bottom arms do the same thing. They go up and down and spin around. In this case, he's hitting himself in the throat. And of course, you can't really do a full spin with both torsos in place. At least not from the bottom. From the top, you can almost do it. But they too, again, same as the other one. So you got the spin there and the jaws open and close. We get a waist swivel, standard. We can kick up a little bit. We can kick back a little bit. We got a single joint in the knee, which, honest to God, this feels like it wants to break. Goes about 90 degrees. I would be cautious with that part on this figure. The foot rotates a little bit. Actually, it kind of looks like many faces and Trapjaw's shins here, to be honest with you guys. So we get a little hinging action and very little spin because of the ankle areas. So let's see. Pop them apart. Pop them apart. That's a very stiff thing right there. So now, which, actually, they don't really specify which torso it looks like. But I'm going to go with the green one because, like I said, this one looks like it is the original King Hiss torso. We have a skirt piece right here. Stick the torso onto there. Oh. We got the body armor. Oh, God. Oh, this part comes off of it fully. And actually, this does look like it is just King Hiss's regular torso armor. So this is not a new piece. It is just a reuse of King Hiss's normal stuff. And actually, I guess that means I need to take this off. So if you thought that King Hiss was coming with a bunch of new pieces, well, he is, but also a lot of reuse, it looks like. He actually comes with like Shredder's arm armor, or what would be Shredder's arm armor. Ah, balls. And now we have King Hiss in his foot soldier disguise. You know, as far as the head sculpt goes here on the foot show soldier, it's not bad. I mean, it is a pretty good generic one. And I think if they had gone ahead and given us just a straight snake foot soldier, this would have been pretty cool. Articulation-wise on him, the head is on a ball joint still, again. Moves around. Not quite as good of momentum because of the armor around it. The hands hinge up and down. The elbow has the standard, like, almost 90-degree bend. Wrist is on a swivel and an in and out articulation there. And of course, the waist still goes around. So we've got lots of reuse of King Hiss's parts with this figure. And this is what I think is stupid. First off, I don't think King Hiss would disguise himself as a regular foot soldier, to be perfectly honest with you. Technically speaking, in the original vintage collection, King Hiss's disguised form is supposed to look like a heroic character, not a villain. I guess he's supposed to maybe merge in with the rest of the foot soldiers. However, we don't have foot soldiers in this line at all. We just have King Hiss. That means if you wanted to troop build this, you had to buy a bunch of King Hisses. I myself went ahead and just ordered 2 so I could actually display him in both modes. Though to be perfectly honest, this may be one of my least favorite figures in this line. We do have the little card that comes with him. It's actually a pretty nice picture on there, to be honest with you. Like, the artwork for this version of King Hiss looks pretty good, but the follow-through, I think, is terrible. King Hiss, mutated disguised leader of the Snakemen. King Hiss, interstellar conqueror. Master of disguise who sheds skin to reveal his true fanged form. Poison can control the minds of mortals as they change into Snakemen. the Snake Foot Soldier, masked minion of Shredder's army, venomized with the strength of the Snakemen. Yeah, I can't say I'm too keen on this guy any of the ways that they do him. I will give them some, props for creativity and giving us the 4 different arms to represent the mutation. It is kind of too bad they didn't have a good way to like make it so that we could swap out and use just one or the other torso depending on which color we like the best type of thing. But I guess this is our King Hiss, and yeah, he's got no weapons for the snake version, or the snake version. For the trooper version, he is a weapon as the snake version, let's be honest. Overall, though, it's just hard to get excited about this figure. I do think that the Turtles of Grayskull line kind of like did a downturn after the first couple waves, which is kind of sad because it was kind of an exciting line to start with, and it's just more and more of the figures towards the end just started getting kind of ugh, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think, both about the toy line itself and this figure directly. And if you enjoyed this look at King Hiss, please feel free to leave a like. And if you want to hear more of my nonsense, please subscribe. I thank you for watching. Peace and love.